All right, so moving on to fashion real quick. So, as far as you and the Wu and stuff had a major influence on the hip hop scene as far as fashion with the Wallabies, Wu wear, low sweaters,
Hill finger.
So based on that, how would you say fashion has changed from back then when y'all first came out to where it is right now?
It changed a lot, man. You know, because when we grew up, you know, we would be rocking, you know, big clothes because we felt like big boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, ain't nothing like living in the hood and you know, you feel that big of a person that you know we will rock our clothes a certain kind of way. Now it's like everybody's back to the preppiness and you know the skinny jean era. And to me, that's cool. That's cool if you a youngster. You know what I mean? Like you really gotta be a certain age to really pull that off. You know. You don't want to see grown men. You know,
like
short
40,
women.
45-year-olds.
See a fella like Ray walking down and everything on him tight, and you know what I mean. We don't do that, but for young G's, I ain't mad at it because that's y'all style and that's what y'all into. But it has changed a lot. You know what I mean. You know, not so much of you know the labels like everybody's making nice clothes and stepping their clothing game up, but it's just different. You know what I mean. Like I said, the new generation has taken over to a degree, and we gotta respect that. But you won't catch Ray in no little outfits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or that's me though.
All right. So, what direction do you see it going on into the future?
What, the clothes?
Yeah. Do you think you ever go back to how it was?
I mean, clothes is clothes, man. You know what I mean? They say, you know, it looked like everything going back in the day again. You know what I mean? Like if you really check out the females, they switching they style back to, you know, the early days or whatever, before they time. So, you know, clothing is always going to be around, you know what I mean? Styling, you know, everybody loves the style. You know, I was taught, just come out the house like, you got it. White t-shirt on, jeans, some kicks. That's my style. So, you know, we keep it basic, but I think the fashion world is going to continue to grow because it's money, you know what I mean? Everybody need food, everybody need clothing, and everybody need, you know what I mean, shelter. So them three things is like a necessity in life. So it would never fall off, you know?
Definitely. I say we've seen you did a collaboration with Supreme and Diamond, and also we've seen photos of you with LRG. So we want to know if you have any more collabs coming out in the future. Anything you want to venture off into?
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, for me, man, we built a brand that basically stands for itself, and you know, I have a lot of friends in the business that do many different things. So whatever it is that we do, we're gonna do it to our fullest. You know, we thinking about doing something. You know, Fila gave me a call. They know I'm a big fan of they clothing, and they're thinking about letting me have a line with them. You know, so you know, I don't really like to talk about everything too quick and it don't jump off. But you'll know. But that's definitely one resource that we might do some business with. You know, so like I said, between that, you know, I'm thinking about doing a certain kind of vodka. You know, get a licensing deal or whatever with some cats or whatever, because, you know, it's all about really just catering to every world of hip hop. You know, whether it's the clothing for the kids or whether it's the liquor for the adults. You know what I mean? It's just multitasking. And I think every artist, once you build your brand to be that big and that successful, you know, you jump in these situations and you make money to feed yourself. That's what we doing.
I see you mentioned Fila, and I know we know you're known for wearing the Tommy, the polo,
Fila,
and stuff.
Columbia, yes.
The gooses and stuff. So, what are some of your favorite brands from back in the day, and then what are your favorite brands you'll say now too?
Y'all asking a lot of good questions, man. You can't get it nowhere else but from the young G's.
We had to come correct. We couldn't be BSing everything.
Good questions. What I used to wear back in the days, we used to wear a lot of Reebok. You know, when you listen to Glazer Ice, you hear me stand on the block, Reebok. You know what I mean? So I would say Reebok, a lot of Columbia. Like we grew up wearing army stuff, like camouflage pants. You know what I mean? Like certain things like that. Like, 'cause we ain't have money like that. So best thing that you could walk out the door with is some black Timbs on, army pants, and a vest or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then later on, you know, we started getting our paper. We would jump into Low and Guess and Hillfinger. You know, Tommy Hilfiger. Union Bay we used to rock. We used to rock, you know, of course sneakers. You know we love kicks. You know that.
So what's some of your favorite sneaks?
Favorite sneaks, you know, I like the Shikonis. I like, you know, I like Avias. You know, these are all the sneakers from back in the day that, you know, and then, you know, of course, Air Force Ones. We've been doing it for so long with them. It's like, now, I hate them now. I can't I've been wearing them so long. It's like, yo, I'm trying to get it, go somewhere else with it, though.
Definitely feel
You know, Polo sneakers, Gucci sneakers.
Yeah, I was about to mention that Wu-Tang was some of the first cats, like, on rap records to be talking about, like, Gucci sneakers.
The designer label.
Yeah. I mean, you know, back then, all of that had a lot to do with our hip-hop. You know, if you look good, you felt good, you know what I mean? If you was out there hurting or whatever, it would be a different story with that. You would show that.
Yeah.
You know, like I remember when Naughty by Nature and them was coming up and they had everybody, you know, rocking braids and the Timbs.
And the hoodies.
You know, so we all been through that too, you know what I mean? That was definitely, like I said, it goes back to that camouflage era and all of that, you know what I mean? The V-gooses and, you know, we went, you know, even the silk shirts and slacks, you know what I mean? Like we doing it at 18, 19 with that. Come outside every day, you know, ironing our clothes every day, like really just keeping everything up to par, because when you walk out the door, you're a reflection of who you rolling with, you know what I mean? So, you know, and plus your moms and your pops, they ain't want you to walk out the door looking any kind of way, so that's how I was, you know what I mean? For us, like, we wanted to be fly. We wanted to come out the door and say, yo, I'm going to change my clothes just to stand in front of the building. That was a piece of hip hop that we loved to do, you know, by growing up under Slick Rick and Rakim and G-Rap and all these different cats that always stayed fresh. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like I said, everything always repeats itself. It goes back to that hip hop vibe.
Yeah. Also, it's funny that you just mentioned Slick Rick. Is it true that he's on a new album?
He came, I mean, you know, his voice is definitely on the album, you know what I mean? And, you know, it just was so crazy that day that he came, because I was in there working on something and he just came through on some, you know, just to chill, you know what I mean? Bought a couple of bottles. You know, me and Rick, we like to drink champagne and reminisce, and, you know, that's what that was. And I had caught a flashback of one of his songs on his album, and I was like, yo, you think you can go in the studio and do that? You know what I mean? And he was like, that's what you want? You know what I mean? So I wouldn't consider him being on the track. He just came in and threw his voice in there, you know? Just to really be like, yo, I'm here, you know what I mean? But don't worry, in the future, though, we got a mean plan lined up, though. We're going to give y'all something new, me and Rick. So get ready.